Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our topic today is a very special one, and it is the power of purpose. There are very few things in life that have the potency to pull you to your goal and at the same time pull you through. One of such things is the power of purpose. What is purpose? Or another way of asking this question is, what is your purpose? Your purpose can be defined as your reason. In some cases, your intent for wanting the things that you want. Your purpose is the intention that is backing the type of actions you take. It is the reason behind the moves you make, and it is the reason you stake the things you stake in your quest to achieving your goals. Your purpose, which is your reason for doing whatever you do, will make a major difference in how your life turns out. Without the purpose, you wander, and without the purpose, you can be lost. And you don't want to wind up at the end of your life before you realize that you have lived it without a purpose, or worse still, that you have lived out someone else's purpose. Living out someone else's purpose, though, doesn't necessarily mean, it's a bad thing. This does not mean you cannot live out someone else's purpose or find your purpose within another person's purpose. It just means that you must be able to align with that higher purpose and live out yours successfully within that umbrella purpose. As an example, the Supreme Being, the Almighty, has a purpose for creation. And we as mankind have an opportunity to align our purpose with those of the Supreme Being. Another example will be an employee who strongly believes in the purpose of his organization or of his or our organization and very well finds meaning, finds alignment and defines his or her purpose within the greater context of the organization's purpose. So, once again, you are free to align your purpose with that of a higher authority as long as it gives you valuable meaning and value for every breath you take on the surface of our God-given planet Earth. Your purpose helps to define your vision and shapes your mission. Your purpose gives life and meaning to your dreams. Your purpose is the secret weapon that connects your ambitions to infinite intelligence. I remember attending primary school in Lagos all those years ago. At about 7 years of age, I must have been in primary 4 at the time. And I remember our class teacher would sit all of us pupils down and ask us one after the other, what do you want to become when you grow up? There would then be a graveyard-like silence in the classroom, and after, let's say 10-20 seconds, the pupils start answering. Some of my friends, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a policeman, and some pupils will sit there thinking endlessly. But when it came to my turn, I would always say, I want to put my family's name on the map. I guess because every student began their response with I want to, I began mine with I want to also, But I didn't complete my sentence with an occupation. I did not complete mine with an occupation. Our teacher would then say, no, Olaniran Babs, what job do you want to do? Then I would say, an engineer. Years later, I realized that I didn't complete my own answer by saying an occupation, but instead, I completed my response to our teacher with my purpose. And that purpose stuck with me. I believe that purpose also drove my attention and my actions, my behavior, and the things that interest me. The purpose of upholding my family and creating things that would transcend generations. And someone once asked me a few years ago after I shared this story, it was like, Baba, why do you think you gave that response? And after a short thought, I could only attribute my response to my belief, my belief system. And I remember my mom always called me right from a young age, my billionaire businessman. She was working on my belief system. And there I derived a purpose. And I had a purpose working on me at an early age. It is good enough that you have plans and things you want to go for, but it's better when you also have a really good reason, your own why. That means why you want to do what you want to do. One thing I've learned through my journey is that purpose is stronger than an object. What I mean is that your purpose for wanting something is stronger than the thing you want in itself. As an example, let's say the guy wants an object, a beach house, mansion at Ibejuleki, but his purpose for wanting this object is so that he can spend the festive seasons, the Christmas, the New Year's holiday with his family at an amazing place of his own and create memories that would last a lifetime. The almighty power of purpose. I also learned that if you have enough reasons, they will push you to do incredible and unimaginable things. Your reasons will get you through the most difficult days and help you do unbelievable things. How wonderful would it be to have a great purpose? To have enough good reasons to want all that you want, enough good reasons to want to become more than you currently are. I once heard the late Mr. Ron ask this question to an audience. Wouldn't you want to see what becoming a billionaire will turn you into? In my own head, I thought, wow, what a brand new reason to want to become a billionaire. To see the type of person being a billionaire will make you. Isn't that interesting? The power of having a strong purpose for wanting what you want will open your mind and help you create more new possibilities for you to get what you want. The power of purpose enriches your mind with multiple plans and creative strategies that will help you achieve all your goals, which means you can always do something better and wiser every single day until you achieve your purpose. You'll be blessed with so much for you to achieve your purpose. And today, on the power of purpose, I'd like to leave you with some purposeful questions to ponder. How powerful is your reason for wanting to be the best version of yourself? That version of you that will serve as a good example to others? How powerful is your reason for wanting to be the best parent to your kids, the best spouse to your husband or wife, as the case may be? How powerful is your reason to be the best leader in your company or your community? Tell me, how powerful is it? So now someone asked me, how do you find your purpose? And I say, there are certain pointers that will improve your chances of finding your life's purpose. This, is the core essence of your own existence. Everyone, including you and I, are born into the world to serve the world with our gifts and our purpose. You must never forget that you are significant and you must fulfill the purpose for which you exist before the day you exit. You must first of all believe this in order for you to find your purpose. Knowing fully well that you are significant and that you were born for a reason to serve the world with your own unique purpose. 2. For you to improve the chances of finding your purpose, you must be humble. Like one of my friends will say, humble yourself by understanding and accepting that you are one tiny piece of a large puzzle with over 1 trillion pieces. Yes, some people may seem to have more significant impacts than others, but every living being and living thing has its vital purpose and contribution to this continuously moving engine called our world. And like they say, everything affects every other thing. Just like the earth needs the sun, the animals need the plants. The soil also needs the rain, and so on and so forth. Truly, we all need each other, and that's the way life is. So, embracing this magnificent interconnectivity is key to finding your purpose. I remember a day on one of my many travels that I looked out of the window from the airplane few minutes before our landing. This is when you begin to see the city you are about arriving to. Suddenly it occurred to me how small the buildings are looking from above, how tiny the roads looked, and the vehicles on them were also so small. And in another second, it occurred to me how small we actually are within the grand scheme of things. I felt a sense of awe and a sense of wonder at the same time, which made me further realize the need for cooperation and the need for harmony with the whole of existence. And most importantly, the need for the recognition of a higher purpose in the quest to finding true, genuine meaning within my own purpose. The next part to finding your purpose, number 3, is to continuously seek knowledge and understanding of yourself and the world around you. This includes knowledge of who you are, knowledge of where you come from, while also unconditionally accepting your own uniqueness, that no one is built like you, and that your purpose belongs to you and only you. And if by any chance others don't understand your purpose, never be afraid or deterred because they don't get it, because your purpose wasn't given to them, it was given to you. Part of seeking knowledge is by applying your senses through using your eyes and your mind to see. Because when you see with your eyes, we call that sight, and when you see with your mind, we call that insight. Also, by using your tongue to ask the right questions and using your intuitions to feel the vibes around you. I must tell you that the better you deploy your senses to seek the right knowledge, the better you will gain more clarity for your purpose. You know, and as a side note here, one of my personal favorites is seeking knowledge through reading, be it educational or inspirational books, or just reading biographies. You know, life of successful people, lives of despicable people. I engage in a journey of seeking to know life from other people's experiences, from people that are far away, and not only from my own experience or the experiences of the people around me. It is true that the more you know, the more you can become, and the more you can successfully align yourself with your innermost desires, which in turn will drive you to your ultimate purpose. Now, on number 4, to improve your chances of finding your purpose is to increase your comprehension and better your communication. I'm sure some of you might think, what does this mean? Become self-aware of not only yourself and your surroundings, but also of the things that goes into your ears and the things that come out of your mouth. Beware of the wrong things and behold the right things. When you allow the wrong things go into your ears, it is inevitable that the wrong things will come out of your mouth, and this increases the likelihood that you will operate for the wrong reasons and fulfill the wrong purpose. And in the worst circumstance, really, you can even engage in and propagate a destructive purpose. I don't wish that on any of us. One thing I also learned is that when you increase your vocabulary, understand your values, abide by your principles by not compromising your standards or being a sellout, you will have better comprehension, communication, and ultimately proper alignment with your purpose. And as I conclude on how to improve the chances of finding your purpose, or let me say, as I conclude on some of the things that can help you find your purpose, I would like to answer a question that a mentee asked me during one of our sessions. He asked, "Mr. Olaniran, how do I know when I have found my purpose?" In other words, he was asking me, how do you know you are even pursuing the right purpose for you? And as I thought of the depth of his question, I responded to him as follows. I told him that you must first of all submit yourself to your inner being and your inner consciousness and let it guide you to your path of least resistance. Personally, I believe there is more than one way to know you have found your purpose, and I will share with you what I shared with him as I wrap up on how do you find your purpose. For instance, finding your purpose may happen when you come across a problem that affects other people. But this problem that affects other people is one you continuously love and enjoy to solve. When you find a problem you enjoy solving, even if you aren't getting compensated monetarily or in other forms, I believe you are finding your purpose. You also know you are finding your purpose when you find something you are passionate about, something you can do all your life because it all brings you joy and it gives life to your being and to your heart. Lastly, and not the least, when you find something that brings benefits to people, brings progress to the environment, and ultimately brings contentment to yourself, then you can sleep well at the end of your life, knowing fully well that you lived your purpose and you lived for a worthy purpose.